Hi, Mark the Meerkat here with Grok Trade from the Grok Day Trading Chat Room with the trade of the day. Today it was on a falling wedge, and that is a bullish trading pattern here. Let's talk about it. It was on lift, and lift here, it opened up nice and big, up about 14% today, and then it was falling down and falling down. It was low basing here for a long time, but we missed that short as it dropped down there. But now this is called a falling wedge, and it's very bullish, and that if it breaks out above here, if you want to know more about a falling wedge, go to freeonlinetradingeducation.com to our free chart school. Right here it says chart school. Click on that and we bring up here, these are the different trading patterns that we trade in the Grok Day Trading Chat Room, and here it was a falling wedge right there. Click on it and this will bring you, and here's a picture of it. Isn't that pretty? Falling wedge. But Mark, it's getting lower swing highs and lower swing lows. Yes, but the bulls are getting stronger and stronger, and the bears are getting weaker and weaker and able to pulling it down. So if it does break above that line, it can be a very, very powerful bullish pattern to trade. So here's some examples. Here's a day on daily chart here. This one ended up going up 75% in 3 weeks. This one's just setting up here on the hard right edge. These are daily candles. Here are two prior day trades on 1 minute charts that I did. Here, this one was on Best Buy. Look at that. Boom. Look at that. Big explosion out of there. And on RCL here. Boom. So it can be very powerful, but only have to wait until it breaks above that line. So let's take a look here back on our trade on lift here. And so I'm setting my trade up here, and this is this yellow line is the pivot line. It was resting on that, so it's got to break up above that area here in order for me to want to go long. I'm ready, and look, there it goes. It pops up above and it did 20 moving average here. It right is now at $49, and then look at that, breaks out. By the way, that $49 yellow line, as I'm recording this here at 1:15 in the afternoon, that's the actually current price of it right there. But it just broke out here, and I am now in here at 48.93. I am now long on lift, LYFT. And now I have a 1% attached stop here. It got activated as soon as I'm in here at 48.44. That's 1% behind. So as this moved up here above that $49, I went ahead and I pulled my stop up here just under this pivot line to reduce my risk from 1%. And again, risk is the difference between your entry and your stop. Now it's just basing here. It has this 50 moving average to break out above. And what does it do here? It's stalling up there just under that, on top of the $49. So I'm bringing my stop up here under the 20 moving average to reduce my risk, and waiting for it to break out. Here it is. It finally broke out here above this 50 moving average, this 49.25 area, and now I'm going to bring my stop up here to break even. I have a right to break even as it's breaking out above there, and it's staying up there, but it can't seem to break this 29.25. Wow, that's interesting. And so I'm bringing my stop here just in the money here, but just under the $49 even dollar amount. As it's stalling there, I was getting ready to set up a half a trade to take out half, which is my rules. And then it would do. It dropped right down and broke the $49 and stopped me out here at $49.97 for 0.1% in 8 minutes. So this was not a big income trade. It's actually the smallest income trade that I had today. But I wanted to show you this falling wedge. If it breaks out, it can be very, very powerful. Now, there's something else I want to point out here. Why did it not break this 49.25? What was resisting it there? Go back here and take a look at this low base here for a long, long, long time. And then what was support can become resistance. What a surprise. And it didn't break out of there for quite a while. See, look at that. Just stayed in that same zone for a long, long time. So if you're learning something in these videos, please, hey, subscribe so you won't miss any of my videos. I do about one a week here, and I've got over 400 videos out there on YouTube. So, you pick and choose and see which ones you can learn from the most. If you'd like to join us in the Grok Day Trading chat room, why don't you go to groktrade.com, groktrade.com, and go to the Day Trading chat room right here and take a look at our page. And here's my annual results from last year, and we're getting very close to those results this year as well. I mean, it breaks down every trade, by trade, by week, by month, and by quarter, so you can see everything is documented there. And again, but if you'd like to join a room, if you can be in front of the markets between 9 o'clock and say 11:30 Eastern time, that's Eastern time, New York time. Doesn't matter where in the world you are. If you can be in front of the markets at that point, you can join us in the Grok Day Trading chat room. We sort through the 8,200 stocks and ETFs out there down to a reasonable number to focus on. And then when the market is open, I call out where I would like to get in on certain trading patterns. And then I tell you if I get in, I call a trade, and if I get in, I tell you where I'm at and how I manage my stop. I tell you exactly where my stop is and why I'm putting it there. Very important there. And there's other people in the chat room also calling out stocks that are moving that may not have been moving in pre-market. So it's a great community to trade with. Now you can join us 7 days risk-free trial. Try us out for 7 calendar days or 5 trading days. Hey, if it works for you, stick around, and if not, that's okay. Maybe you've learned something. But you can either do a monthly subscription or an annual subscription where you get a couple of months free there. So you can sign up, and again, 7-day risk-free trial on either one of those. So what kind of results did we get today in the Grok Day Trading chat room? Well, here it is. Focus, 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 baby, with a little bit of luck. That was our mantra for today. November the 3rd here. And so let's take a look here at what we did here. And again, I had 11 trades. I was 8 out of 11. Now this last trade is the one I said, like I said, that was only a 0.1% trade, but I wanted to show that falling wedge. And but I had, if you go at the top here, first trade of the day on BBBY, 2% on a short, and then I had a 1% on OCGN, moving very, very big today. And OCGN there had a 3.2, and then I had a 1.5 and a 1.2. So nice steady income here today on our trades. But how did I cut my losers short? Well, let's take a look. Minus 0.5, minus 1%. That one turned around on me immediately and stopped me out. And a 0.8, which also turned around on me immediately and stopped me out. I mean, these two dropped like 3% after I got in. So, I mean, in a flash. Oh, well, that happens. But net for the day here, we get 72% success rate. That's outstanding. It's well above our 60% minimum target. 0 errors today, which means I follow my trading rules exactly. And how do we measure if we are cutting our losers short and letting our winners run? It's called your actual reward risk ratio. That is the average of all your income trades as compared to the average of your expense trades. You want to have at least a 1.6 to 1. In other words, you averaged $1.60 per trade versus each dollar you lost in an expense trade. That's our minimum, and 2 to 1 is our expense. So okay, we're just under that 2 to 1 stretch goal for that. And again, net for the day, 9.1%. Now that's not of your portfolio. That is of how much you put at risk on each trade. We have what we call a model portfolio. That was something you would build up to eventually to buy $10,000 worth of on each trade, and then you adjust the number of shares so that it's actually costing you $10,000 that you invest. And then it's 1% that we make. That's about $100. So we made about $900 in the first 2 hours of the market this morning. Yeah, we just trade till about 11:30 or so. Not a bad job if you can get it, right? And boy, we're having an outstanding week here. Look at this. Outstanding week here. We are at 64.9% success rate. Hooah, that's above our 60%. And we are already at 29% after 3 days of trading. Our target for the week is 25%, 5% per day times 5. We're already exceeded that. And our stretch goal of 10% per day times 5 is 50%. So we're on our way here. We're well above the target, and we have 2 more days to trade, but that does not guarantee whether we make money tomorrow, because every trade is a separate and unique event. Every day is a separate and unique event, according to Mark Douglas in Trading in the Zone. And again, our average actual reward risk ratio here is at 2.9 to 1. That far exceeds our target, which is how we can be way above target here, and we're above target there, so it ends up on the bottom line. This is Mark the Meerkat. Hey, just remember that emotional trading is the highway to destruction, while logical, rational trading is the narrow path to riches. Trade well, and may your winners